My name is Apia Gifty, and then I grew up in Elibo, a small town in the western region of Ghana, and then it's a border town too. And then I grew up with parents who are mechanics and then traders respectively, with 6 siblings too.
Growing up from basic school in JHS, I knew the SHS system wasn't free, and it was tuition based, and so I didn't really have any hope of getting to SHS. But then by the time it got to our turn, free HSS had been introduced, and I got the opportunity to attend Abigail Senior High School because of free SHS. And when I got to SHS 3, my brother was in university then. It was then that I realized how tight things were financially, and my hope of continuing my education started diminishing because I realized that I might have to stay home or take a gap year till my brother completed tertiary before I would also get the chance to continue. At SHS, I was always anxious because I thought my dad would tell me to start learning a trade or help my grandparents at the markets. My grandmother sells fish at the markets, and then it's something that's a generational something. We all end up helping in the markets after senior high school, or they stay home for 5 to 6 years. The longest is 5 years, and the shortest is 2 years. I was quite scared that once I take a gap year, I might lose interest in education and then not continue at all. How I got to hear about Drive to Inspire Africa is very mysterious. One Sunday, my mom, the day before that Sunday, my mom was complaining to me how anxious she was about the fact that very soon results would be released and I have to continue my tertiary education, and the fact that there was no or little money to sponsor me. So that the Sunday after that Saturday, we went to church, and then she told one of our pastors, who is a volunteer for the Drive to Inspire Africa school program, that very soon I would have to continue my tertiary education, and she doesn't know how to even start buying my things nor pay my tuition fees. And then the volunteer told my mom that there's an NGO called Drive to Inspire Africa, which is giving out scholarship for females, or females who are very smart but they're needy. Then my mom told him to send her a PDF.
So a few days after the results came, I went to check my mail, and then I saw that I've received a message from Drive to Inspire Africa. Oh my God. I was super shaky. I was like, oh my God, let me get it. So I opened it, then I saw that I've gotten a scholarship. My hands are shaking, and then I breathed. And I prayed to God, oh my God, please let me get it. And then I tapped on it, and then I read through, and then I shouted with joy. Like, it was a big shout. Then I ran to my mom called me from my room, and she was like, in AC. And I went to her, and then I was like, Minya scholarship.
The moment I received the message, in fact, all my emotions vanished. I didn't know whether to cry or laugh. I was just there. I couldn't feel anything. I didn't believe that among all the applicants, like the numerous applicants that filed for the scholarship, I was selected. I don't even know how to express how I felt at that moment. But every time I remember that day, I feel like crying because how my mom, she looked so happy that day. And today she always talks about it, that if not for this scholarship, by now you'd be in the house and you'd have to follow me to the market, or you'd just be there. I never imagined I would be in this school, precisely K University, or even get to level 200. Drive to Inspire Africa has been very supportive. In fact, I've opened up a lot because of Drive to Inspire Africa. I joined their outreach programs during the vacation, and I got exposed to a lot of public speaking and techniques or experiences. And then I've gained so much confidence because at first I didn't know I had some potentials. So they sponsored my education, and I'm here in university. And I always had some kind of inferiority complex because I felt at any point in time my life would go down the drain. Now I know there's this constant assurance that there's somebody holding me. That Inspire Africa provided a laptop which I used studying all my slides on the laptop, and I'm able to do a lot of research. And also my academic fees have been fully covered, not just 50%, in fact the entire academic year, plus my residential fee.
I really want to talk about the peace of mind part, because now I don't really have to worry when I'm studying about financial stuff. They've supported me with my tuition and then my accommodation fees. They even gave me a laptop, and then they are still taking care of me from the first year I came to second year now. And I'm so grateful to them, because without them I wouldn't have been here. So now I have really good peace of mind.
I'd say a big thank you to Drive to Inspire Africa for how supportive and generous they've been, and for giving us hope that we ourselves didn't have. Because I'm also very grateful to all the sponsors of Drive to Inspire Africa, because without their support, I don't think Drive to Inspire Africa alone would be able to sponsor all intelligent and needy girls this far. The scholars they've taken, I'm very grateful.